رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today I'm just going to go through briefly the pronunciation. So first you need to master the fatha, so the a sounds. So a, e, u. Once you've read through the vowels, the a and the e's and the o's, here you're just practicing the a sound in some of the first two letters. So you're going to read ka, ra, e, ka, ra, e. So try to connect it when you read it. So ka with the fatha makes it a, ka, ra, e. Then see here you have a fatha, fatha, fatha. So we're going to say sha, ke, ra. And once you start to mm, practice the individual letters as we saw in the previous session. So if you do these, or you go back and do these ones individually, first learn them and then go and then do these ones together, you should be able to figure out what they sound like. You may have to go back to those previous lessons just to understand, right, that's pronounced in a certain way. So, or go back to the videos. So here you have a kasra here now. So remember, kasra sounds like an E sound. So the fatha sounds like an A sound and the dhamma starts like a U sound. So look at the letters again. And if you've practiced them, you should be able to say yeah, ki, fu, yeah, ki, fu. Because fatha A, E, and U. Yeah, ki, fu. And then connect them together, yeah, ki, fu. And practice them just to get the speed up. So at the beginning you'll be slow, but the more you read, the quicker you'll be able to pick the speed up. So have a look at the vowels, look carefully. So some of them are a, some of them e, some of them a again, and some of them are o. Okay, so here you've got a good one. You have all three. So o, ain, but the dhamma becomes o. Remember, it is ain. The name of the letter is ain, but once I put a vowel on top of it, it becomes o. O. Lam, it's the name of the letter, but once I put a kasra, it becomes li. O li. And then the meme, once I put a fatha at the top, it becomes ma. So ulima, ulima, ulima. So at the beginning, you may say it very slowly, ulima, which is fine. And then start picking the speed up. Ulima, ulima, ulima. Here, you should go through the letters in the beginning, middle, and then how they are joined. And this is really important because as you go through the Quran, you will be able to recognize the letters easily if you know how they are joined up. If they are by themselves, that's how they will look. And a lot of the time, the letters at the end and the letters by themselves do look a lot similar. The reason why they differ in the beginning is because they are joining. So here, the ba, this is a ba. As you can see, this is the letter ba. And on its own, that's how it looks. But if it comes at the beginning, it connects to the letter after it. So remember we mentioned that there are naughty letters. Naughty letters means they don't connect to the letters after them. They do connect to the letters that come before them, but not after. And we will have a look at them. So the best thing for you to do on this page is just practice writing what these letters, how these letters are spelled out and how they are joined. So if you notice, there are some letters that don't join. So these four groups don't join, but they're not the only ones. We do have some more. So they don't join now. They do join with the letter before them. So they will join, all of these will join with anything that comes before them, as long as it's not one of these naughty letters. So if there's a dal before a ra, they won't join. They will just sit separately. If there is a jim, then the jim will join with the dal. Okay, so we do jim and then a dal. Okay, and that will join. And these, all the other letters will join or connect with these naughty letters. So connecting before. However, in the middle, you can see, so this is the, or the end. Okay, so in the middle, you can see, or at the end, they don't actually join. So if they're in the middle, they do not join with the next letter. And if they're at the end, they're the last letter, so they don't need to join. You see seen and sheen, they join, so there's no difference. So remember, these are the letters that don't connect. They don't connect with the letter before them. All these letters are connecting, and the letters that won't connect are vowel here. Okay, so you've got the vowel, which is a naughty letter as well. And as you can see, it looks very similar or close to the original letter, whereas the other letters are modified, they're changing, like the meme changes. So we drop this. I always call it the stick. We drop this line here and we just keep the first part of the letter. And the noon, we drop or delete all this and then we just keep the first part of the letter. Ha can be spelt in different ways. At the beginning, that's how it looks. In the middle, they write it in this way. At the end, it looks slightly opposite to what it started with. And then at the end, it looks like this oval shape. So those are the three ways of writing ha. Now, ga is another one. So ga could be written like this if it's in the middle. Oh, sorry, if it's at the end. So that should be the end. Yep. If it's in the middle, it tends to connect with the letter before and the letter after it. So it will look something like that. So there you go. That's how Qaf is connected. It'll connect, and all you see is this type of line sticking in the middle. Please don't confuse with fa and qaf. They look very similar when they're connected, but you can tell the difference between the dots. So the fa is one dot and qaf is two. It just holds on to the loop. A lot of the one that people get confused with is the alif. Now here, as you can see, it looks like an alif, but because it joins with the letter before and joins with the letter after, I know that that is lam. Whereas if I scroll up and look at alif, you see how alif looks. It joins with the letter before, but never joins with the letter after. So it'll never have a connection after it. So it always stands like this, like an opposite L shape. Have a go at practicing these, inshallah, and familiarize yourself with how they look at the beginning, end, and middle. We're going to go through these naughty letters. So the naughty letters are alif, which doesn't connect, and we've just seen that. Dal and dhal, ra, za, and waw. They connect with the letters before, but never with the letters after that. The alif should not be confused with the lam because you know that it connects with the letter before, but it won't connect with the letter after. So it will look like an opposite L. Whereas the lam, it connects with both. So as you can see, the lam connects with both. So it looks like a symbol which has two loops connecting to it. And the alif doesn't, it just looks like a one line, like an L. So it's asking you to draw a circle. So write your letters here and draw a circle around the naughty letters. So the first one's done for you. So alif is a naughty letter. It does not join with the letters after it. So therefore it's been put in a circle. So have a go at writing the Arabic letters. Here you have letters that don't join. Okay, so they're showing you how the naughty letters are written. So at the beginning, alif, uh, if alif is followed by ba, that's how they're going to be written. However, if ba is the first letter, but because ba joins, ba will connect with alif. So I will write ba and then I will connect with alif like this. And then this means there's two letters, there's ba and alif. So we take some of the portion of the ba off, we delete that and we keep the first part and we keep the dot. So that indicates that that's a ba. And then the long line indicates that that's alif. Why is it not lam? Because lam would carry on with the connection. Now, if lam was the end letter, if it was an end letter, it would look something like this. So if that was a ba and a lam, the lam would then finish off like, just bear with me, I'm just going to rub that up because there's a space. I don't want no space in between. So the lam, I'll just use that. So here, the lam will be like that. So it just connects. So there'll be a line there joining with the ba. So that line is joined. So there's no gap between them. So that's how I know that that's lam. But because there's no connection, there's no continuation of lam, I know that that's an alif. Same with the dal and ba. Dal and ba, if dal comes, if the first letter is a naughty letter, which is dal, so any of these naughty letters, if they're at the beginning, they don't connect with the letter after them. However, if there is a connecting letter before them, they do connect to that letter. So ba will connect with the dal, but dal will not connect with anything further. So there you leave a space, and if you've got two connecting letters, you leave a space and connect them together. And inshallah, you will see lots of examples in the Quran. You've got more examples for the ra, and here you've got lam and vow. So lam connects with the vow because the vow connects with the letter before, but vow does not connect with the letter after. And look, I know that that's a lam. If that was an alif, alif would stand alone, and then the vow would be written separately, and I would know that there's an alif and a vow. Okay, so a bit like this example here. Okay, two naughty letters standing alone, like wow here. So there you go, that's a good example. So here we have lam and wow, and lam connects to the wow. Now the wow and alif do not connect. So here, so that's a lam and that's an alif. Alif will not connect with the wow, so alif will be position written, and then there'll be a space and the wow will be written separately. So there I know that that's an alif. I know that that's a lam. Practice joining these letters. So basically what you're going to do is that's how they're written. So as we said, we take part of the letters off. So if I just put the ba and then these are helping you connect, and then that's helping you connect them. So once I will do ba, and then I'll just connect that there. And then that line that we had just created, that's just for connection. Obviously, it's a little bit difficult to do it online. So there I go. So do the middle ones. That will help you start to learn how to start beginning to connect the letters. And then begin your connection, inshallah. Keep practicing these till you get it right. And also have a go at reading them. So here you will see again the naughty letters in the middle don't connect with the letter after it. So even though ba connects, it can't connect with the naughty letter. Here, the ra is the last letter, so it doesn't connect with anything because there's nothing further on to connect with. Here we see ra in the middle. Again, it does not connect with the qaf. So have a go at writing these. It would be a good idea to write these and make these points because these points will help, and then close those gaps. So once you write at the end, you've got a boxes uh at the bottom of each line. So you have spaces, empty spaces in a form of a box where you can copy these letters. So these points or these connectors will help you connect the letters. You just close the gaps in so it becomes one connected letter. You have more examples here where you're going to be joining the letters, and you continue practicing this at your speed and at your pace. If you do need any help, please look for a local teacher that can help you, but go through the writing again as we've done and try and use this book as a guide to connect you. So again, you have some more examples. So yeah, we'll go through these quickly as we won't do the full lesson. And then obviously we've got some more examples here where you keep practicing the joining of the letters. So if we just go through, so now we'll come to the Nwein for the next lesson. Please keep practicing that and then continue the lessons as and when you are ready. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.